G'day, welcome back to another episode of TOGL. Apologies for missing last week, but yeah, there was just not a lot I could do about that. The wind and the rain was just horrendous. I'll show you a little bit of footage of the wind and some of the destruction it caused around here. Nothing major, just blowing my barbecue over and just generally howling a gale and making things uncomfortable, although there probably are a few trees down around the property. I haven't been out to have a look yet. Light breeze today, but yeah, nothing compared to what it was. It was actually enough for me to be able to get up the drone just a minute ago. So I've got about 5 minutes of drone footage here flying around the property. Take a look at this while I get myself ready for the next couple of projects I want to get done this afternoon. Take note of how yellow everything is. There is just wattle out everywhere, which is really good to see. That'll be making the bees happy. Today, what I want to work on, it's already the afternoon, so I just want to knock together a quick little hothouse for some of Kay's plants there. I've just got a couple of windows already in frames. I'm just going to screw them together, make a bit of a box just to help protect some of those plants. And then what I also want to do is put a small gate in the fence here behind me for the dogs, so that we can let the dogs in and out, because at the moment we're just picking them up, putting them in and getting them back out, which is fine for those three, but Thor's a bit big. He's about 40 kilos. It's a lot to lift him up and over the fence if we want to contain him in there. This evening we're heading down to Turner's Beach Berry Patch. We're going to have dinner with a few other couples that we know, so that should be really nice. There's night markets and some live music and whatnot, so I'll do a little bit of filming of that. I'll put that on there as well. And over the next couple of days this weather is supposed to hold, so tomorrow I'm going to get stuck into getting that laundry built. It's something that really has to be done. I just couldn't do it with the amount of wind that we've had over the last week or so. So that's still on hold as well. So lots to be done. It'll probably stretch over the next 2 episodes, to be honest. But right now, like I said, have a look at this drone footage. I'll put a bit of nice music to it, and you can see it's just a gorgeous today, and spring is trying to spring. I'm sure we've still got a few more weeks of cold, wet weather ahead of us yet, but I really appreciate the days we have like this, because the sun on my back at the moment, oh, wonderful. Alrighty, check out this footage.
some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me high and dry.
Would you listen to that wind? It is howling outside. And then it just stops like that. And then it gusts again. Really, really windy. Let's go and see exactly how windy it is out there. What do you reckon, fellas? Is it a little bit windy? That's right. Exactly. Like you're in a wind tunnel. So windy, in fact, it blew my barbecue over, knocking the doors completely off it and spilling the contents out over the back here, which means it didn't just blow it over, it completely flipped it over. It's probably rotated 3 times. You can see actually over here, you're right, that's where I had the barbecue sitting, and it's gone flip over, dumped everything out, and then flipped up and flipped over again. That's how strong the wind is up here at the moment. Now for a quick update on that female quoll that was caught on our block and is up at the sanctuary Devils at Cradle up at Cradle Mountain. She's doing really well. If you have a look as she lifts her leg in a second, you will see the babies, and they are growing. There they are. So still 6 babies there, nice and healthy. They've called her Nat. I asked if that was short for Natalie. Apparently no, it's short for where she was caught, Natone. We live in Upper Natone. She's got a really good appetite, which is good. She needs to produce milk for those 6 babies. So she's eating well, keeping her condition, and seems to be really enjoying her little holiday up there at the sanctuary in solitude. And we will keep you updated on her progress and the baby's progress over the next several months. Okay, so my plan is to build this little hothouse just here at the front of the house. Now, predominantly the wind will come that direction or that direction. So I could put it up against one side or the other so that it's either being sheltered by the house or braced against the house. But if I put it over on that side, that's all shaded because the sun is out over this way. And down this side of the house is where the dog run is. So I don't want to take away any of their area. So I think I will put it here and it'll get a lot of good afternoon sun as well and stay somewhat sheltered. So as I said, I've got 3 big window frames and then I've got some smaller panels I'm just going to strap across the top, and it's just to roughly make a glass house. We've been saving windows for a long time. As we see people giving away free windows, if they're close, we'll just go and grab them. So we're stockpiling them. We will end up building a nice big glass house. So this is just the temporary measure. I'll go and get the first one and bring it over and we'll start to place them. So when I said that big, I wasn't joking. There's 3 like that. So I'll put the 3 sort of the 2 sides and the front. I don't need one on the back because that's the house. I'm just going to screw them together on the corners. And then I've got some other panels, glass panels, which are like old shower panes, shower screen panes. And I'll just strap them over the top with some ratchet straps. And that'll just hold it together. For those plants, and I've got more plants over there I need to move in as well. by putting this one around backwards, it means that I'm technically on the inside of the window, and I had the latch to be able to slide it open and get in there. So that was pretty quick, couple of minutes, just roughly screwed together. I'll get the pieces of glass from the top. I'm thinking I'll probably have to ratchet strap those down just to hold them on. And then yeah, I'll transfer some more plants in there. That should keep Kay happy, I reckon. Well, those ones are a little short. I'll have to go to the bigger one. That's more like it. Now I just had a thought. This one has this lip at the back, and as I put that one up I realised the water will run back and onto that windowsill. So if I put this one at the back, the water will run back and hit that channel off to the side. It's not going to pool up on the windowsill and maybe leak its way in through the windows. There we go, instant glass house in 5 minutes. So what I'll do is I will just secure those down to the top as well, move those plants across, then we get on to getting a gate in here. This metal trim I can actually drill a hole through and screw it down, which will be even better than ratchet straps. Yep, pretty happy with that. Sorry about that, I got started without you. So I got these start pickets all spaced out. I just put that one in. That one is 1080 mil from there to there, and that's because that's the distance of the gate. This is one of the gates that I had made up, just a rough one. It was made up down at the other house, down at the rental. And the plan is I will fix that there, and it can swing out and latch onto there, and that'll be our gate. So now that I've put the start picket in, what I need to do is cut this piece of fence, and I will just cut it down, wrap it either way to wrap it around these posts, make the access for the gate to go through. Okay, we are almost in place. So I've got the gate ready. I haven't finished cutting that fence because the dogs are still in there. So what my plan will be is I've got the large kennel that we took out of the veggie patch down the bottom, and I took the roof off it, and then I was able to bring that up with the tractor. I've just dropped it around the back for now, but what I'm going to do is I'll bring that around to here, get the dogs in the house, then I can finish cutting open the fence, put the kennel in, do up the fence with the gate intact. The dogs will be right to go back in, and then I can put the roof onto the kennel. That's the plan. So Thor is good. He will just hang around all day. He doesn't go anywhere. Those three rascals, can't trust them. They'll be off. So they're always in a pen or in the house. And it's in. The trick is just go slow. Little bits check, little bits check, and get it in without causing damage to anything. There's so many things I could have got hung up on there, but just by moving little bits, she's in. I'll stand the fence back up and get it all sorted out, and then I can bring the Westies back out, and then I'll get the roof on. Well, there we go. Gate in, fence redone. I got the kennel there. I just need to get some sheets of tin screwed off to that. I'll quickly put that on now. And dogs are all having their dinner. They're getting an early dinner tonight because we're going out to dinner, as I said earlier. So yeah, not bad for a couple of hours work. Get all this knocked up. Hopefully Kay will be happy with it. I'm sure she will. I'll just tidy up and get this roof on, and then I'm out of here. Stick around though, because I will show you these markets down at the Turner's Beach Berry Patch. So, interesting story last night. We went out to dinner, as you saw me take you into the berry patch. Now once we were in there, Kay said, so where's the markets and the live music? We asked the people that were running the place, and they said, well, no, not tonight. Kay pulls out her phone and shows the ad that says Friday night, 1st of September, live music and the markets. Turns out that ad was from like 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. So there was no year on it. It just said the 1st of September, and coincidentally it was Friday night. I got Thor here in front of me. He's wanting pats. So yeah. So anyway, we had a nice meal, and that was that. It was still nice to catch up with our friends. So today what I need to do is get the tractor going, because the other day I left the ignition turned on. You see, when you turn it on, you turn the key over to the starter so that it starts, and then the key will spring back, but then you've actually got to turn the key off when you're finished. And then to actually turn the engine off, there's a decompression lever you have to pull. So sometimes, it's actually the second time I've done it, I'll pull the decompression lever to turn the motor off and forget to turn that key back. Well, the light panel is still on with the indicators and that, and battery goes flat. So I'm gonna have to jump start it this morning, because what we need to do, we need to get started on the laundry. I need to get down the bottom, get the rest of the timber that I've milled and bring it up here, and we're going to get cracking on this laundry room. It's well overdue to be done, and the weather's not too bad. It's mild, so we'll see how we go. So I'm just moving these beehive boxes down the bottom. They're empty at the moment. And Thor is loving it up here, living his best life. He's a good dog and he follows us around. He doesn't run off, so we allow him to do so. He has an absolute ball, but he needs a bit of road sense. Got to learn not to stand in front of the tractor or slow down in front of the tractor. It is great for him though, because he gets the exercise, gets the mental stimulation, and he's good company too. I bet you in the summertime, every time we come down here, he'll be jumping in that little dam. But you can tell he's just loving this. Loves just running along. Look at the smile. very well, did it? What are you doing, Thor? Playing in the creek? Hey, playing in the creek? Thor loves the creek. He loves finding rocks. Well, I think I got this, it slipped off. I didn't have it tilted high enough, so I've tied it. It can just hang underneath. The only problem is it looks like it bent my bucket a little bit, so I'm gonna have to be careful of that. Yeah, well, that didn't work, so I had to unpack the whole pack, stack it back on again. It's secure now, so we'll continue up. Ironically, it fell off on the bridge, Thor's favourite place. He got to have a big play in the creek, so he's pretty happy with that. Good timing for him. I spotted too this wet rock right there. Thor would have carried that out of the creek down there, didn't you? Because he does, he just digs up rocks and brings them up. Crazy dog. Come on. He gets a lot of freedom because he's very obedient, as you just saw. You just call him and he comes. So I can trust him to hang around, so he gets a lot more freedom. Okay, well, I've got all the timber up here now. Weather's coming over a bit breezy and cool, a bit of cloud coming in. Hopefully that weather holds. It's not supposed to rain today, let's hope it doesn't. I'm going to start on this front wall first and I will build it, like I'll frame it out and then I'll stand it up and dynabolt it into the concrete. Then I'll do the rear wall, because the rear wall is a little trickier with the fact that it's got the pump over there and it's a bit closer to the solar system. I want to be able to brace off it, so I think that's the way that I'm going to build this first up. Well, that's it for this episode. Unfortunately, our time is up. I know I said that we would get the laundry room started on this episode, and we did. We got the wood brought up, but there was a few other things that I needed to show you as well, so I kind of ate up some of that time. But trust me, the laundry room is coming along well. You'll have to tune in next week to see that. So again, I appreciate you watching. Thanks very much for that. You stay safe, take care. I'll see you guys next Friday. Till then, cheers.